Welcome to pastry-based baking box tutorials. Today, pear and apple tarts with shortbread crust. Let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do after we've prepped for success by preheating our oven to 325 Fahrenheit, measuring out our ingredients, etc., is prepare our all-natural included dried pears. So we're going to boil a kettle or pot of water, take it off the heat as soon as it's boiling, and then add our all-natural dried pears. We want to make sure we have enough water so that the pears are submerged, and then cover the pot. Next, we're going to take a stick of butter. It's got to be ice cold, rock hard right out of the fridge. And we're going to cut that up, dice it up into about 1/2 inch cubes. Please be careful because the butter is going to be hard. It'll be a little bit difficult to cut, but just carefully cut 1/2 inch cubes out of that stick of butter. Next, in the bowl of a stand mixer, if you have one, using the paddle attachment, or if not, just in a bowl, you're going to take your electric mixer and beat the hard butter cubes on medium speed for 2 full minutes. Once you've beaten your cold butter for 2 minutes, you're going to add 1 tablespoon milk of your choice, almond milk, regular milk, half and half, whatever you like. And then you're going to add the yolk of 1 egg. So separate the egg by cracking it open and then carefully transferring the yolk from shell to shell, letting the white drain out underneath. And then you're going to add that yolk into your batter. Now you're going to want to go ahead and mix for another 2 minutes or until fully combined and smooth. It'll look like scrambled eggs for a minute. It'll look like it's not going to happen, but trust me, it will. Next, you're going to add your shortbread tart crust mix. At this point, you're going to want to mix with a spoon so you can set your mixer aside. The dough is going to look dry, like it's not going to come together, but it will. Just keep stirring and then get your hands in there. You're going to have to knead with your hands until a ball of dough forms, and it will. Now you're going to want to separate your dough into 4 equal chunks. With a knife or a bench scraper, just cut your dough into 4 equal pieces, and then you can start pressing your dough into each one of your 4 tart tins. And when you start pressing your dough into your tin, you want to really take an extra minute to make sure that you get into all of the scalloped grooves on the edges of, down into the corners, and up the side so that you have a nice, beautiful tart. I don't have to tell you that getting the kids involved in this part would be a lot of fun, sort of like Play-Doh. But again, take the extra minute to take your thumb, go around, press around the sides, up to the top, up to the edges, down to the bottom, because then you're going to have a gorgeous, bakery quality, professional looking tart. As you are pressing your dough, you can press down on the top and start to peel away any excess dough that kind of hangs over the side, or if you see a part that's a little thick like this one here, just put it in and then peel off some of the extra dough and then go ahead back and smooth the tart. We're going to do something a little bit fun with that extra dough later. It's a secret. See, it doesn't look perfect, but we took that extra minute to get the dough all into the sides of the pan, and it's going to come out beautifully. For now, you can add excess dough to pieces that look a little bit smaller, but continue that process with all 4 tarts. At the end, go back and press in at the bottom of the tarts. The bottoms tend to be a little bit thicker than the sides. We want it even as a tart as possible. With all of your excess dough that you have, we're going to do our little chef's secret and make ourselves a little shortbread cookie snack. Nobody has to know. Take a fork and prick holes into the bottoms of your 4 tarts. This will help make sure that they bake nice and evenly. little design on my cookie too. I don't know why, but pretty things just taste better. You deserve it. Now set aside your tart shells and prepare your filling mix. Drain the pears and go ahead and discard that hot water. And return the pears to your pot or bowl. Then you're going to add 2 tablespoons, again, the milk of your choice. Almond milk, cream, half and half, regular milk, whatever you like. And then you're going to add your cinnamon filling mix. Take a fork and stir that all up really well, making sure to get out any lumps and clumps. Keep stirring until you have a smooth, ooey gooey tart filling. Grab a spoon and go ahead and scoop an equal portion of filling into each of your 4 tarts. Once filled, place your tarts, along with your secret cookie, on a baking tray and bake at 325 for 45 minutes. Just remember to grab a spatula and take out your secret cookie after about 20 minutes or it'll burn. Once the tarts are done, let them cool until just enough to handle, then squeeze the sides and unmold them from their pans. If you need to use a paring knife to carefully go along a couple edges, you can, but just squeezing the sides and inverting should pop the tart right out. While they're still warm, you're going to want to glaze your tarts, and don't skip this step. This organic apple butter is delicious and makes the perfect glaze. So warm it up in a microwave-safe bowl for just 10 to 15 seconds, and then use your included pastry brush to brush on a layer of yummy glaze. This makes them extra shiny. It puts the apple and pear and apple tarts and makes them extra gorgeous and professional looking.